Hi there, Elise Dewsberry here from New Musicals Inc. with yet another installment of my vlog, How to Get No Feedback from Elise. I wanted to talk today a little bit about feedback, about getting dramaturgy. Should you, shouldn't you, when should you? The basic question is, when should you be getting feedback from a dramaturg? And my answer is hint, the earlier the better. I've had moments before with writers or writing teams that have come to me and said, "Well, I was going to bring you my outline, but I wanted to get it perfect first." Or I wanted to get some feedback from you, but I want to finish making the first act perfect before I let you see it. So I just want to make sure that, it's perfect before I show it to you. And I just wanted to say that I want to encourage people as much as possible to please don't feel like you have to make something perfect before you get feedback from a dramaturge. Um, if you're putting it in front of an audience, your friends, your family, critics, producers, I get that. I get that you want to make it the very best that it can be before you put it in front of people who are going to judge it that way. But your dramaturg or dramaturge, I'll use both because you can use either. I would like you to think of that person as more of a partner in the journey. So it doesn't have to be perfect first. In fact, the earlier you bring the work to the dramaturg, the more likely the dramaturg will be able to point out pitfalls, ideas, logical flaws, get you to dig deeper into your theme, all the things that are going to make the show better. So rather than feeling like you have to do it all on your own and then have a dramaturg check in and go, yeah, excellent, you did it, you made it perfect. Think of your dramaturg as a partner. Show them the idea when it's in a paragraph form, and have a conversation about what it could be, and that will inform how you write the outline, and then bring the outline to your dramaturg and go back and forth with them, because that will change your outline as you go along, so that long before you even get to writing the show, you can have a lot of feedback. I cannot tell you, I would be rich if I had a nickel or $100 or $1,000,000 for every time anybody said to me, "Gosh, I wish I'd gotten this feedback from you before I finished the first draft, or before I did this, or before I did that." Well, you can. You can get feedback at an earlier stage. So try to stop yourself from feeling like you need to prepare something for a dramaturg to make it so that, well, so for instance, obviously my vlog is called How to Get No Feedback from Elise, with the idea being that if you listen to all my vlogs and do all that kind of stuff, maybe you'll be able to craft something on your own that when you give it to me, you won't get any feedback. Okay, well, so that was a cute gimmick, but it's anyone who's gotten dramaturgy from me will know that that's never going to be the case. You're never not going to get feedback from me. You can employ as many of the things that I've talked about as you can to try and help that. But that being said, I'd like to think that you're not just coming to me to have me say, "Yep, you did it. You did all the things right, and you don't need any feedback from me." I would hope that what you're thinking is, I want to make sure from the get-go that I'm spotting themes that are underdeveloped, logical flaws in the storytelling, all of the things that a dramaturg can point out to you, bring out in you, try to make sure that it's all what it could be at every step of the way, from the paragraph description to the outline to the first draft and beyond. And because if you wait until the first draft, which frankly most people do, I'll give you feedback, and then it's tougher to go back and sort of start over, especially if there are some big things that you really needed to have considered to begin with. So despite the fact that my vlog is called How to Get No Feedback from Elise, I encourage you to get feedback, not necessarily from me, but from any dramaturg out there whose opinion you think you will trust, but get it early. Let them weigh in on the story you want to tell, so that they can help you figure out how to tell a story. Not just did you tell it well, but how should you tell it, so that you can offset some of the potential problems, uh, um, and also clue into the strengths before you commit to a lot of writing and write a bunch of songs that may not survive your first round of feedback. So when should you get the opinion of a dramaturg? The sooner the better. Okay. Thanks, and toodaloo.